Today, I'm going to present you the solution that my company in Italy has developed to manage the unit dose and the medical device within the hospitals. Before starting, I'd like to show some data, because the data give us a picture of the healthcare environment and what we have to do to help the healthcare environment. These are quite old, but they are significant. The healthcare expenditure in Italy, it was 100 billion euro in 2013. The cost for medicine and medical devices was 13 billion. And here there is the first problem. The government tend to keep the healthcare expenditure fixed every year. But the cost of drugs, of medicine and medical device grow 2-3% every year. So we have to do some work in order to have the same saving. And then there are data from the International Hospital, 1.5, 1.4 errors occur every 100 treatments. Only the 26.5% of nursing time is spent on patient care. All these data tell us that hospitals are under the conflicting pressure to reduce the cost and to increase the quality, and that is not easy. What could be a possible solution for that? We think that with the use of innovative services and the technology can help hospitals to reach this target. And this, Santa Lucia, start to work according to these ideas. Santa Lucia is an Italian company. As you can understand, the owner is very religious. Santa Lucia is the name. And we are a service provider that use technology, but we don't sell technology. We sell multi-years contract with the hospitals. Okay? We have two lines, one for the unit dose management and the other one for the medical devices. For the unit dose, we did something that I think is unique in Europe. I don't know if there is something similar in Spain, I'm not sure. But we have a production plan of unit dose for hospitals, where we receive the drugs, the medicine of the hospitals, and we transform the medicine in unit dose. And then we send the medicine back to the hospitals. At the moment, we have 8,000 beds that we are serving from this center in Italy. Of course, we go from Milano to Rome. We have some customer in the island, and of course we cannot produce the unit dose in Italy and then go to the island. So we have production center also inside some hospitals. And of course, inside the hospital, we need to put some technology, because they receive the unit dose, but where this unit dose goes? They goes directly in our cabinets. We have a cabinet that the name is Mario, that gave also the name to the systems. Mario system is a cabinet that receives the unit dose that we produce, and is a just-in-time cabinet. It is automatically produced the patient therapy for each round of administration. It means that when it's 12 o'clock, the nurse goes in Mario, she locks the cabinet, the medicine cabinet in Mario, and Mario fill automatically the drawer of the patient. And we do every administration round. This helps us to reduce any reverse logistic. We don't have returns, because what is needed now is dispensed automatically by Mario. For the medical device management, of course, we are managing only what we call high-cost disposable, implantable medical devices, and we use Rfid technology. I saw today that also in Spain you have a lot of Rfid technology. I think we have something new in our solution, and I will show later on the solution in detail. So basically, we look at the traditional supply chain that was in the hospitals, with the macro logistics before the hospital and the micro logistics inside the hospital, and we wanted to create a bridge from the macro logistics to the micro logistics. We have a production center that receives the drugs and create unit dose for hospital. And also in this production center, we can put the label, RFID label, on the implantable for the hospitals. So basically what happens in our logistics center in Piacenza, we have 3 production lines that can produce 12 million unit doses per year. The plant can be extended to 24 million unit doses, but at the moment we are producing around 10 million because we have 20 hospitals as our customers. The unit dose goes directly inside Mario. And as I said, Mario is a just-in-time dispensing system. Fill automatically the trolley of the nurse. Then the nurse goes to the patient and she can do what in English is called bedside verification. So she reads the patient and she reads the bags, the unit dose bags. In detail, Sophia, we have, of course, a software that manages all the system, but we can also use existing software. In many hospitals in Italy, we have software that were already existing, so Sophia is only a layer between the existing software and our Mario system. Sophia do different things. Manage the logistics center, so we know all the drugs that arrive in the logistics center for which hospital they should go. And also it manages the Mario. It means that in Piacenza, in our plant, we know exactly the inventory of each Mario of each hospital. So when the inventory goes below the level, we send the drugs to the Mario. And then Mario fills the trolley goes to the patient, and the patient checks the administration. And our software sends the information to the what we call the hospital information system, okay, to close the loop. We try to do the same now we look Mario in detail, is a cabinet full of unit doses that you see that trolley. You open the trolley and you put the unit doses inside the drawer. With one Mario in Italy, we are doing 40 beds. So for instance, in the hospital of Bergamo, they have wings together, 24 beds, one Mario inside with 4 trolley, 2 per, 1 for nurse, manage all the floors. Okay, Sophia, as I said, is our software, is the most powerful tool we have. Even if the technology, the hardware is very nice, without Sophia, we could not manage the entire process, because what we want to achieve is that every single material that is delivered from Mario or from the RFID goes to the patient, and the hospital knows that this patient has taken these materials. The RFID system we have is similar, the process is similar to the unit dose. The RFID printer will label the implantable medical devices. We have cabinet, what you call smart cabinet here in Spain, that register the inventory and the input and output. But what we use most and what is required from in some of our customers is that we have a waste bin, you call basura, okay? So the cabinet stay outside the operating room. The bin stay inside the operating room. And when all the material for a patient is being used, they throw the material in the bin and we register the material to the patient. And of course, then we send the information to the administration for giving the process that is closed, okay? You know what is the RFID technology. I think there is nothing to say. The different I see in Italy, we are doing the hospital of the Pope, the Gemelli Hospital. They have 60 operating room is really a workload hospitals for operating theater. Now we are managing 40 operating rooms. We have to manage other 20 that are in another building. They ask us a simple question, but very difficult to realize. They said, we don't want to read any barcode, to write any code on a computer. We don't want to do anything, but we want to have everything. Okay? So it was not easy because we have cabinet. I show you the one easy layout. We have cabinet outside the operating theater and the gate inside the operating theater. The cabinet are always open, so nobody has to touch anything. They take it out, and when they use, it goes in the basket. During the night, we say, you have take 100 pieces, and you have used only 90. There are 10 pieces of difference that we have to find out. Sometimes we found the pieces on a trolley, on a desk, but we find them, okay? And the people inside, they do not touch anything. They only touch the material. When we close the cabinet during the night, the cabinet make the inventory and send the replenishment list to the pharmacy for the next day, okay? It's very easy. What we have in one floor, they have one floor with a lot of prostheses. We could not put a cabinet for this amount of prostheses, so we have a room, complete room, where the prostheses are inside, and instead of the door, there is a gate. When people get in, it's registered. When people get out, it's registered. So the inventory is registered on the movement in and out from the room. And of course, all the information then flow inside the basura. These are our reference. We work mainly in Italy. We are doing a nice project in UK for the unit dose. Basically, yes, we have 500 wards, 8,000 beds, and Sophia, our software, is used by more than 3,000 doctors and more than 7,000 nurses. Some results. We had the biggest result in UK. We thought that UK was a good country for drug management, but with our system, they saved 25% in consumption. And in Italy, we have less saving, 80% in Alessandria, but we have a lot of nice things, like 100% reduction in medication error, because we check every single pills, every single drugs that goes to the patient. And these are some data that we collected from the hospital. It's difficult, and I don't know if in Spain, and this could be a good question for the CEL, if you have data on the management of the RFID implantable, in terms of saving, in terms of, because everybody knows that you have a good process, but when you have to calculate the savings that the RFID system gives, it's very difficult. I don't know, this could be something for the future. Huh? I finished. Thank you.